Hello, Recognize7 and welcome back to Combat Mission Black Sea in our head-to-head game against Chap. This will be the replay for turn 13. I'm not expecting too much from our side this turn, so hopefully that means it's quiet overall. Although we may see just how far Chap pushes around this flank round here. Not that I've got a great many assets ideally placed to stop him. Let's run through the replay and see what we see. And that we should have some fire going down over the infantry we spotted down here. Okay, his teams have spotted my infantry and they've taken out one of them. Oh, that's an interesting spot which I do want to pay attention to.
Affirmative. Coordinates received. Confirming fire mission.
Oh, hello Bradley. That's not ideal. Ah! Okay, so it's quite an eventful turn in the end. Not really gone the way we wanted it to. Oh, and there's a fire mission which we were expecting at some point. Okay. Let's check into lots of things. First off, have we done anything? These people, well, we've suppressed them. I did want to check what else we saw in terms of the infantry scarpering along here. Remember exactly where it was. Just a crew. Hang on. Ah. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, it's just the, I think it's just the bailed tank crew. Yeah, IFV crew, let's not call them tanks. Okay, things to watch. Let's start with what happens down here, where we unfortunately seem to lose the Bradley off. So we did have ours in position back here with a view, because we knew he was using a ridge here to pop up behind. We were just advancing slightly to the edge of this house. Before we do, I want to check what we saw on that infantry group as well. Just try and vaguely keep track of what forces moving around the place. Okay. Unsurprisingly, another anti-tank team. Everyone's an anti-tank team. Okay, trying to push up to the edge of this woodland, which I'm not 100% against. We've got some handful of assets over here we can deal with. Also, presumably, he wants to try and push someone into this min VP after he annihilates it. Okay, you get the spot, you get the spot. So he's sitting proud. Not quite hull down, but it's the kind of position he's going for. And I think our Bradley makes the decision to use a tow, and I think his Bradley makes the decision to use his 25mm. Well, there's his laser designation. And the 25mm come in just as we fire the tow. And obviously he starts to hit us. Does he cause a casualty straight away? No. Straight into the dirt. So that's two tow missiles we've launched this game, both which have failed. And then it's just how much damage does his Bradley then inflict. Takes out our optics. That's pretty disastrous. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not good. And then we get lost in the smoke. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I think that's the start of his fire mission. Trying to eradicate these fine fellows. Which actually means we've pulled out our snipers here just in time. Okay. I will be interested to check his videos afterwards to see what, if any, kind of commands he'd given these IVs. Because as far as I was aware, beyond the kind of target light, target heavy, you can't really force them to use one weapon system over another. Because I think had we started just opening fire with that 25mm, then we would have come out ahead in that engagement. But could have shoot it. Right, over here. You can see he's pushing a Bradley around, which is going to cause us problems eventually. And it just... Actually, he's taking out that one. Who takes out you then? Could have been marksman team. You may well have another one of them. We do get some more eyes up here later on. Like so. Okay. I think that's the one our 50 cal eventually starts opening up on. Although he has eyes on them all. Okay, lots more Bradley fires. They are trying to hide their way through this ditch. Okay, and some rounds out. No, that's our own dead guys, I think. Doesn't seem to be having that much effect on them. Apart from upsetting them. We do know there's a Bradley lurking in this forest, and it looks like they're kind of pushing some infantry forward as well. We will have to be careful. You've actually taken a casualty. Was that earlier? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I should deploy that 50 cal as well, but okay. So I'm going to want something, because what he's going to do, and it's quite simply, if he's comfortable, and he should be, he's killed most of my assets around here, just come around with his Bradley I mentioned, annihilate this position using a 25mm cannon, to which we don't have much of a response. The ideal situation for him to maybe cover that with a small Jav team further back, so they can then hit any armor we potentially bring in to reinforce that. I'm not sure, but I have a particularly great answer to that in this exact moment in time. Okay. What do we want to do? Well, I would still quite like you, if and you can, probably to work your way up to about there. See if you can get eyes on that Bradley if he does any more peeking and popping. You guys are heading away along here. I think it's a fine angle. Hopefully you'll see those boys in blue as they come out. You, good sir. Well, you are less used to me than you were. But still alive enough to maybe do a little bit of baiting. Let's keep you around. I mean, what we could do is just blind fire, which is always a bit risky. While we're waiting for our kind of Javelin team to engage, you can just do some of this and hit up the ridge line where he was. The difficulty is we probably can't target the right action square, which we can't. Probably smoke is getting in the way. Also, I don't think it's going to go pretty well if we try and do that. It's not until we have some other things distracting him. What to do? Right, I think I want to pull back with this Bradley from here, bring him back towards the rest of our forces. These guys are essentially kind of a bit cut off at this point. I think we do want to use our scout team to try and inflict a few more losses. He's probably going to use this for sightlines, and then we need some asset around here to deal with as Bradley's pushing around, and it may be, well, we've got a couple of Bradleys, but again, I'm always concerned about getting Javelin to the face. I'm tempted almost to get this guy. Oh, it doesn't have any smoke. So I need to try and maybe pop smoke to get across this. Across the alleyway, because there is also a Bradley lurking back here. Alright, I'm doing some thoughts for a minute. Alright, I've had to think. And I'm going to use this Bradley in a bit of long-range direct support. So bring around this position, fire of an own location for these suppressed guys, and hopefully try and take out a chunk of their crew, which then free up our 50 cal to hopefully deal with these gentlemen if they rear their head again. It's not a great plan, but I think it's a reasonable plan of trying to buy a little more time in this flank. I'd really like to give UAV back up over here, but that's not going to happen. On this side, I'm just continuing to my kind of shoot and scoot. Well, I think we're waiting just for our fire mission to start, and then that should bring us, or give us enough leeway to bring some more vehicles over. But I'm going to start moving up our troops a little bit, just because I think we should try and get some advance. I'd like to try and clear out these woods of the rest of Chap's guys and gals. And then maybe, if we're really lucky, we'll actually take out that Bradley back here, but I'm not going to count on that. Okay. It's okay. I slightly worry about this flank. I don't feel like we've got enough assets here. And given our previous losses, I'm in that kind of worried place of, I think every time I show my face, I'm going to get hit by a jav, but we shall see. Cool. Alright, I'll lock this in. I'll see you on the next one. Cheerio.